Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another terrarium update. Today we're going to be taking the 1-year look at the Florence Flask Mossarium that I have before me. At first glance you could probably tell that this is definitely grown in and in need of a trim, but let's take a closer look because I need you guys to really see how overgrown this actually is. Here's a closer look at the back side of the terrarium. This is actually the side that faces the window, and as you can see, the moss is really just starting to grow in so densely that it's leaving no room for new growth and it's starting to choke itself out, so it definitely needs a good trim. As I was spinning this around and taking a closer look, I noticed that there are a lot of springtails present in this terrarium. Now, obviously, I add them to all of my closed terrariums, and they're always in there, but sometimes they just kind of hang out in the substrate layer and they're not really out and about. In this terrarium, however, it seems like there's a lot of them around, and that's pretty cool. So a lot of people ask me, how do they do long term in a terrarium? And there's your answer. On most cases, they do really well. You might not see them all the time, but they're in there if you take a close enough look. Keep in mind that I didn't add additional springtails to this terrarium. These are just the offspring of the ones that I originally added. I apologize in advance for the terrible glare that we're getting on this terrarium. It's pretty difficult to film the round ones without getting some amount of reflection, and I don't know where my black tarp is, which is normally what I would use underneath of the terrarium, so I'm using a white one right now, and that actually creates more glare, so I apologize for that. Now, at first glance, this terrarium is doing really well. Everything's growing very densely. It's really green, and overall it does look pretty neat. Now, as I said earlier though, it's growing in so dense that everything's starting to choke itself out, and if we were going to allow this to continue for say another 3-4 months or so, it might grow in so much more densely that the terrarium will actually kill itself because there's no way light can penetrate into the plants underneath, and it will just kind of choke itself out. We've had this discussion before, but a lot of people don't like that I do maintenance on terrariums, but in my opinion, whenever I'm making terrariums, I'm making them for the art of it. So with that, I want to upkeep them, I want to trim them and everything, and in doing so, we actually allow our terrariums to function better, especially when you're making one in a small space like this, because the plants will quickly outgrow it, and once they do, bad things can happen. So as you can see, there's a little bit of molding on some of the plants, and again, that's definitely because it's overgrown. There's not as much circulation in here, so to speak. Obviously, it's enclosed. There's not a ton of circulation, but there's not as much in here because there's so much growth. Enough talking, though. Why don't we open up this terrarium and get to work? And as is tradition around here, we got to give it a good sniff. Yep, that smells pretty good. It smells just like the forest, and that's how we know that it's a healthy terrarium. Because of the shape of this container, it's kind of hard to get in there and trim with just your standard straight scissors like this. So this is actually an aquascaping set. I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys, but I got these curved ones. That should allow me to get in there and actually trim it pretty well. I actually ordered this specifically to do this update, but it will come in handy because I have planted aquariums, all that stuff. So why don't we give this thing a try? Oh yeah, one more thing. I got this little dish here, and as I trim out the mosses, I'm just going to put them in here so that way we can reuse them for something else. I showed it from this angle because it looks better, but I'm right-handed, so I have to turn it around here. But I can already tell that this is going to work really well. So I'm just going to come in here and trim it up. I'm being pretty liberal with how I trim this, just because once we get it down a little bit here, it will actually stimulate new growth and it will allow the terrarium to do better overall. So I'm just kind of trimming it to get a lot of this out of the way, and then we'll go back and do the detail work. But now that I have trimmed some stuff, we'll try to pull it out with the tweezers here, and I can already tell that this is going to look pretty good. Pulling out too much there. Trim some more off. Wish these were bent just a little bit more because it's hard to get down to the front here. And now that I got it trimmed a little bit, I'm trying to pull out just any little pieces that may have got trimmed during the process. And it's probably actually hard to see in here because the glass is pretty dirty, so I'm gonna have to clean that as well. There's a lot of moss spores on it, so after we get this trimmed up a little bit, we'll clean the glass. Even with these new scissors, it's still very difficult to trim in here, especially on this side over here, which is mostly where I need to trim. I felt like I was wreaking havoc with those tweezers. They're not the ones that I normally use, and I'm not sure my normal ones are. Hopefully I didn't leave them in the woods when I was making one of those other terrariums, but now I got this copper wire, and I'm just trying to kind of move things to the side so I can trim them better. I just gotta trim a little bit more over in here and on the left side here. I might actually have to leave the left side alone. I feel like I'm gonna end up ruining it if I try to move it, but we'll see what happens. And anytime that you're trimming your terrariums, don't be afraid to trim more than you probably think is necessary, because the plants generally are going to do better once they're trimmed back a little bit, and it can always grow back. So if you think you ruined it, don't worry, it's going to grow back in no time. Now I'm just going to comb through here with this copper wire and just kind of brush aside any pieces that I may have trimmed that are loose. Kind of push down any of these ones that are growing up real tall. Obviously they're going to stand back up in time, but I'm just kind of trying to get it a little bit more manageable for the time being. Now I have a little cotton ball. I dampened it slightly so that it doesn't break apart, but I got my tweezers here, and I'll just kind of do my best to clean off the glass here. And during this process you may get a little bit of cotton ball on the inside of your glass. We can always pick it off later with the tweezers, but we're just trying to get rid of some of that excess moss spores. I'm not quite sure what this thing is, but I can just barely get it. Maybe I can. Finally, I've got some paper towel here, and I'm going to do the same thing with the tweezers to get in here and kind of clean off the glass. Now, should be easier said than done. I really do not like these curved tweezers at all. I like the ones that I normally use, and again, I'm not quite sure where they're at. I really hope I didn't leave them back in the woods, but this is still working. We're getting the glass clean. and looking good. This is something I'm not sure if I ever really talked about before, but you want to keep your glass clean so that way you can allow as much light in as possible for your plants, because sometimes moss spores and things like that will build up on the inside of the glass. And then of course you also want to keep the exterior free of dust and other debris that may potentially build up on it. So definitely keep your terrarium clean. Also though, it will help you see in better, take better pictures, all of that thing. So all around, it just has good benefits to clean it off. Now I got this thing stuck in here and I can't get it out. These poor springtails. So here's all of what I trimmed up, and it might not seem like that much, but whenever you factor this into that small space, it actually is quite a bit of moss. And here, we'll show you the cleaned up terrarium now. So here it is, all trimmed up and looking proper now. A lot of you guys may think that you probably liked it better beforehand or that I ruined it, but really it needed a good trim in order to last long term. And that's how it is with pretty much all terrariums at some point in time. But with this, it really needed that trim. The only thing that I didn't really trim up was the liverwort up front here, and that was mainly just because I couldn't get the scissors over there to adequately trim it, but also because I like how it looked and I don't really think it was creating the same issues that the moss was. So in time it's all going to grow back and we'll just have to trim it once more, but I think that it is a lot more manageable now, and once the moss kind of stands up in a day or two, it's going to look really good. But of course everything's kind of packed down now just because of the type of maintenance that I did on it. But again, I think it's all going to help for the longevity of this. If we didn't trim it up, if we would have just kept it how it was, it most likely would not have lasted nearly as long as it possibly could. Like I always say, whenever you do maintenance on a terrarium, you just want to add a little spritz of water afterward, because during that entire process water was actually evaporating from the terrarium, so any that was lost during that process we just want to add a little bit more. And why don't we finally cork it up and call it a day. And that about sums up today's terrarium update. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and let me know down in the comments what you thought about the progress of this terrarium. I really like how it's doing, and it's probably one of my favorites, partially because of the moss, but also just the simplicity of it. It's very green, and the different textures and everything. It's very appealing to me. So let me know what you think about this one down in the comments. I should also say that I didn't have a ton of time to film this week because we have a lot of stuff going on with the house, remodeling some stuff so that way we can get all of the animals over there and start filming some totally new content over there. So I apologize if this video wasn't as done up as what you're typically used to seeing, but don't get used to that sort of thing because we got some really cool stuff coming up in the future. So I don't want to talk about that too much because we've got some videos possibly next week coming up about it. Hopefully, because I don't really know what the heck I'm going to film next week otherwise. But anyways, I'm getting rambly. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.